Page 71, The Secret of the Method, Episode 71, The Calm After the Storm, The Wisdom of Reconciliation. Those fears you hear inside. The voice that whispers, don't forgive him, don't trust her. If you reconcile, they'll take advantage of you. That voice is not reason. It is Satan's intimidation. They are false thoughts, disguised as wisdom. So rely on God. Sufficient is He as protector, as guardian, as ally. Do not say to your brother, if I greet him, he may become arrogant. If I give him his right, he'll demand more. If I reconcile, he might reclaim what I believe is mine. This is not foresight. It is misguidance. You are not asked to predict his heart. You are asked to purify yours. Seek good for him. Seek reconciliation. Seek peace with sincerity. Do not overthink. Justice and accountability will come, inevitably, by God's decree. It is better to move first, to seek peace by choice, than to be dragged to it by force. Humbled and broken, do not fear the future, nor poverty, nor humiliation. These are in the hands of God. Your duty is to stay humble, to lower your wing to the believers, regardless of their nationality, their color, their language, their homeland. Be a servant of truth, not of tribe. Do not glorify borders. That devils drew, to divide one nation into many. Those anxious thoughts, that constant suspicion, the belief that everyone conspires against me, they are nothing but the symptoms of a corrupted mental program. They give birth to panic, confusion, fear of everything, hatred toward everyone. You curse what you do not understand. You become obsessive, restless, and too sick to reform anything. How then will you join the train of truth, if you have not even taken the first step in self-discipline, learning, and purification? So be among those who rise when truth calls. If you are summoned to struggle in defense of justice, rise. Maybe by that act, your sins are wiped away. Maybe by standing for truth, you will be granted the reward of the repentant and the light of the steadfast. And if you must migrate for truth, your reward lies with God. Do not hesitate. Do not doubt. Do not turn back. Those who retreat fall into the fire, hearts sealed, souls silenced, because they were not ready. God disliked their insincerity, so He held them back. Their souls depart in disbelief, cut off from the mercy. They refuse to trust. Death, then, is the final certainty. In this world of testing, for the believer, it is not an end. It is a wedding. He is welcomed with the honor of his Lord. He rejoices at meeting God, and God rejoices at meeting him. For the disbeliever, death is terror. He knows what awaits him, so he clings to life, hating the meeting he once denied. In this world, the believer lives in a kind of prison, restricted by conscience, by discipline, by the command to avoid what he loves. When it is forbidden, the disbeliever lives in a paradise of illusion, unbound by limits, enslaved to his desires, oblivious to the trap. Thus, when the believer dies, he is finally free. And when the wicked dies, creation itself breathes in relief. All goodness, then, lies in being content with what God decrees. God's pleasure is often hidden in what his servant dislikes. The one who surrenders to desire disobeys his Lord. He refuses patience over the forbidden. Gossip, envy, mockery, wastefulness, curiosity, slander, and the corruption of relationships Be patient with people. Bear their ignorance with compassion. Endure their mockery, for there may be great good hidden in that pain. Often, the one who wounds you is the instrument of your purification. If you reject that lesson in anger, you reject God's mercy. You act without insight, fleeing every hardship, avoiding every trial, losing treasures of wisdom you never saw. Such a person lies, hides truth, and avenges his ego. He suspects the one who extends a hand of peace and slanders him. But reconciliation is good. It is an obligation. If you are a believer, you must accept your brother's excuse, judge him by the apparent, and leave the inner to God. As long as you have no certainty, you have no right to accuse falsely. Otherwise, when will reconciliation ever happen? If each side waits for the other to prove sincerity, evil will never end. Whoever claims the other is insincere must bring evidence, clarify his case, and show proof of his claim. Otherwise, he is a liar, and his words are poison. Let him beware, and let people beware of him. For such a one is guided not to truth, but to corruption. He hurls accusations and burns himself in the blaze of his own tongue.